Baby, when we want something, we gonna get it. Not just talking, we gon' be by something. Just admit it, that's the way that we ride. 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 Taking flights just to look at something. To say we did it, Michael Jackson, when we point at something. We gon' get it, that's the way that we ride. That's the way that we ride. That's the way that we ride. We ride, we ride, we ride. Golf cart with us in the sea and not trying to bring.
Yo, what is going on? Another episode of Late to the Party with Dody and Reggie. I am Reggie. Shout out to Dody. I think we at episode like 49 right now. We just rolling right now, right? Getting close to that 50 mark, which means we a little over a year right now. If we was every week consistently, we'd be past 52 right now. But we heard, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for listening in, checking in every Monday with the squad, with the team. Hopefully everybody is all right. This is the first day of June. I'm recording on June 1st, right? And this week in hip hop. So, you know what? I'm going to just start from like, I said it in the last episode about albums that is rumored to come out this month, right? And I'm just going to start there, right? So we supposed to have Wayne dropping, right? We supposed to have Young Thug. We supposed to have Roddy Ricch, maybe a Cardi B, ASAP Rocky, J. Cole and Kanye. I don't think that's coming. Somebody said Baby Keem. I don't see Baby Keem coming. And then we got supposedly Clips, but that's coming. I don't know why they got that in the list of June, but I was just thinking about like if that did drop in June. I mean, we supposed to have Lil Baby. We supposed to have some future singles. Like this supposed to be a busy month, right? And I don't think half of those albums are even dropping, right? So we get a single from, I'm going to start with the Wayne album. Shout out to Wayne. Wayne is still the GOAT. Wayne is still Wayne. But if that single is any implication of how this album is going to sound, I don't know how much of Wayne we're going to really get, right? Because first off, the feature list is crazy. It's supposed to be produced by Wyclef and Mannie Fresh. It's supposed to feature MGK, Billie Eilish, Miley Cyrus, Bono, which not bad artists in a sense, right? But this is Carter 6. Carter for Wayne has been a huge staple in Wayne's career. Carter 1, I mean, that's when he first became the Wayne that we love. This is after Cash Money dismantled pretty much. And then he dropped 500 Degrees, which didn't really get the best response. That's when he first started working with outside producers, you know, outside of Mannie Fresh. That's when Jazzy Faye come into the picture on 500 Degrees, right? But then after all that, you get Carter 1. Wayne becoming Wayne, right? Carter 2 and Carter 3, which between them, I think Carter 3 is his best Carter, but between Carter 2 and 3, those are the arguments of like Wayne's best albums. You get what I'm saying? And then you get 4 and then 5. But between 4 and 5, we get mixtapes from Wayne that solidify him into that stratosphere of being Wayne due to business with Baby and, you know, all that Cash Money business, which we get mixtapes in between them. That's when Sorry for the Wait come through, and then Sorry for the Wait 2 drop before Carter 5. The Carter is a huge staple in a hip hop world, in a rapper's career. So to have those features, now, we did hear some of the Hot Boys, a couple of the Hot Boys say that they are featured on the album. But when you look up anything about the album, there's nothing saying that they will be featured. But anyway, So he dropped a new song. I guess Mannie Fresh put out like a mixtape, but it features a mix, DJ Mannie Fresh mixing songs of old from Wayne, mixed with a couple of new songs. But one of the main songs that stands out is the first song on this mixtape, and I think the mixtape is called "The Mix Before the Six." Right. The beat is produced by Mannie Fresh. It features a Mannie Fresh verse, and then it gets a Wayne verse. Wayne is still doing Wayne. It's auto-tune. I mean, heavily auto-tune. And then the raps don't sound like he's saying anything. It's just like, hey, I'm Wayne and I can rap, right? And then you get a Mannie Fresh verse, which the Mannie Fresh verse is not bad. It's cool. But it's produced by Mannie Fresh. And I don't know if y'all seen an old interview from Mannie Fresh where he was like, I used to have this machine. It had like 8 to 10 sounds. Those 8 to 10 sounds I chopped up and made all the Cash Money beats back in the day. How much of that is true? I don't know. I'm not a producer. I don't know what's out there. But in 2025, the beat that I hear sounds like he's still producing with those same 8 to 10 sounds, which is not a bad beat. It's just, do we need that? Like, with the excitement of Carter 6, I think that's what's missing. The excitement. And that's what I've been saying, we have not seen anything from Wayne. This wasn't even released as an official single. We don't even know if it's going to be on the album. It's just one of the newest songs we've heard from Wayne a week before the album. So we just come to the conclusion that that has to be on the album, right? So we listen to the song and it's just not it. It's just not it. And if this song shows us how the album will be sounding with the features from Billie Eilish, Miley Cyrus, Wyclef, MGK, Bono, like, I want to hear it, but I'm not excited. Like, the album doesn't have me excited, right? Going to an album with a little bit more excitement is the clips. Now, it's still saying it's going to be released at the end of June, but I think they actually have came out with an official date of July. But they just dropped the song, what's it called? Ballerinas and the ballerinas down my stove clothes. I can't even think of the name of the song. Now I got to look it up. Give me 2 seconds. But they dropped a new song, right? They dropped a new song. It is why can't I find it? Ace Trumpets. I still can't find it, but Ace Trumpets, right? Produced by Pharrell. And if y'all been listening to me and Dody for a while, I had 2 producers that I felt like, well, one I felt like was overrated, and that was in Swiss Beats. And then 2 in Pharrell, which, have he really been producing? Like, have he really been handing us good production lately? And this is one of his, like, it's one of the best beats I've heard from Pharrell in a while. But you get the clips, and I'm talking about Pusha T with Malice, no Malice. I'm talking about rapping, though. The way that they're rapping, each one of them got their own little rhyme schemes that they keep the same flow pattern at the end of each bar. And I think this song in itself brings up some great excitement, which is crazy to think about because on the same day, you have a single drop from Wayne and Pusha T. And we know they don't like each other. And in the world of the internet, I know the internet had to be going crazy. I ain't really been on the net, on social media, but they had to be going crazy because in the sense of like Pusha T dropping this fantastic rapping song with his brother, No Malice. We excited because the clips is coming back together. And then we get Wayne dropping what he dropped, which is also we excited for Mannie Fresh to be back with Wayne. So it's like Wayne dropped something we not excited about, and then Clips on the other hand dropped something that's getting us excited for the album. Um, so in all in all, I'm just ready for that. Also, we supposed to get a Young Thug album, which I don't think the Thug album is coming. I don't think the Thug album is dropping. I don't think Lil Baby is dropping. There was a few other ones. Lil Tecca. I don't really listen to Lil Tecca, so that's nothing that I'm really looking forward to. And also the Roddy Ricch album. I don't think Roddy Ricch is dropping. That keep getting pushed back. Like it keeps getting pushed back. I think it was supposed to come out almost like 4 months ago, some shit like that. Like, which would have been good because when Kendrick dropped, he was getting a good little boost in the sense of like the West Coast is popping. You're on the Dodger Blue song from the GNX. Little excitement would have been added to you dropping at that time. But we get it when we get it. And I know I'm just going through this, but I'm just trying to think about music. Music is the main thing of this podcast. We get into other discussions, but music is what started this run of what we on right now, thanks to the the hip hop battle of last year. But there's also a rumor of a Young Thug and an A$AP Rocky album coming, like a collab album, which I hope not. Couple songs maybe, but I don't want 12 to 15 songs with Thug and A$AP Rocky, right? So I just want to I do want to see how this June plays out because it just started. Today is the first, and when this episode drop, it'll be the second. This Friday, Wayne is supposed to drop. That's the only thing we looking for, and I'm not gonna say Wayne's not dropping. I just don't see any rollout. And like I said, I don't think Wayne is an artist who can drop a surprise album. I just don't see it. Also in music, we get Ab. So the Royal Rumble is over. I'm pretty sure there's still rappers going back and forth, but for the main people, Ab-Soul dropped a freestyle, a song, and it was kind of like a lot of people I seen that I did hear talk about it. They took it as him jumping back out there and trying to get this battle reignited with everybody. But when you listen to it, it's more of a like, this what happened and it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Is the song great? Nah, not to Ab-Soul's standards, but it is a good song. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice vibe. At the end of it, he say he gonna smack the shit out of Academics when he see him. Right? Academics go on his stream and go crazy. Talking about, he gonna kill Ab-Soul if he smack him. And it's funny hearing Academics talk like that when other people have talked crazy to you and you didn't say anything. But Ab-Soul is one of them people that we don't see. We don't know what he about. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when Vic Mensa, I know everybody bringing out the Santana situation because Santana said he was going to get you, and then he got on camera crying. Vic Mensa was on a interview with you, face to face, telling you how much he hates you and he going to smack you and he won't beat your ass and you not allowed in Chicago. You didn't say a word bad to him. You didn't get out of your character, nothing. You was just yes sir after that. But Ab-Soul did drop a little verse. I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to hear. Of course, Joey or nobody's gonna respond to that. Joey's waiting on Kendrick, and I think what's gonna happen is that I think Joey Badass seen some of the kickback on, hey, you battling or you shooting at Kendrick in the height of the tour. It ain't the same like when Kendrick dissed Drake because Drake tour was about to be over. You had like 2 more dates and then you shot back, right? I think Joey Badass might be seeing that, so he just stepped back. And I think when we get closer to the end of the tour, what's this, June 1st? Listen to me. I think when we get closer to the end of that tour, Joey gonna step back outside. Joey has an album coming out that he's saying that's coming out in either July or August. right? He said he wanted that before August. And then I think Kendrick's tour ends in August or September, somewhere around there. Maybe before that. So I think if Joey has been seeing people talk about him in a sense of like, hey, you shooting at him and we want him to come at you, but you're shooting him at the height of a stadium tour, I think as we get closer to the end of that tour, I think Joey Badass steps back outside, throws his shot, and try to get Kendrick to engage again. Do I think Kendrick will engage? I think Kendrick will throw some shots, but I don't think Kendrick going to do the whole thing that we seen with Drake. I don't think he's gonna sit back and plot and be diabolical, because I think that man really hates Drake. I don't think he hates Joey Badass. So I think there will be some shots back and forth, but I don't think it's going to get to that, oh, I got 5 plus 5 in stock. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to get to that. Speaking of that, so Not Like Us has dropped out of the top 100. So this is something I learned about songs that fall out of the top 100, right? Because I seen people that was talking about finally nobody's listening to it no more, blah, blah, which, of course, after a while, there's so much other music out. I know I still listen to it at least once a week, you know what I'm saying? But so it dropped down to 26 or 27, something like that. The rule that Billboard has is it's called a concurrent rule or something like that. If once a song is on a top 100 for 52 weeks, if it's not in the top 25, Billboard then takes it off the top 100. So if it was like number 15, 17, 24, 25, it'll still be in the top 100. But since it dropped out of the top 25, and I think it was like I said, 26 or 27, since it did drop out of that top 25, Billboard just say, hey, take it off the charts, which I don't get. Like, I don't understand it. I would understand it if it was on the chart for that long period, then you take it off, to kind of make room for more people. But like, just because I fell out, I'm still number 26. I'm number 26 on the chart, so somebody's still listening to me. I don't get that rule. I think they said they did it for not X, but I think they did it for a Juice WRLD song. I think one of the Juice WRLD songs spent that time, I think it was like 52 weeks, and Not Like Us spent 53 weeks in the top 25. But on week 53 or week 54, it fell down to number 26, so they took it off. But anyway, what else going on in this world? It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. Post Malone. Post Malone is an interesting character to me, right? Because he is one of the quote unquote rappers, I guess, that came in as a rapper, changed his flow, and then went to the other side, right? As far as like doing full country. I get that, but I've always said, and I've told Dody this, and I've always said that I don't see him as bad as a Kid Rock or some of the other MGK, you know what I'm saying? Because, and the reason I don't see him as bad as that, now, he did get his name big off of White Iverson. He did some songs with some hip hop artists. He was hip hop influenced, of course. But before White Iverson, if you've seen Post Malone's old songs and old videos and stuff like that, before White Iverson, he was doing rock, pop, country, right? And rap, which the White Iverson song, or really not even rap, it was like melodic rap, right? The White Iverson song is the song that popped off. So he stayed in that vein. But if you listen to his first album, the album with White Iverson on it, he also still had adult alternative songs on there. He had some pop songs on there. He had some folk songs on there. One of my favorite songs from Post Malone is Feeling Whitney, which is more of a folk, like banjo type sounding song. And then I Fall Apart, which is more like alternative. You know what I mean? It's not really rap. But that's why I don't see him as bad. But the reason I bring up Post Malone in anything right now is because it's been a while since we've seen him perform White Iverson. And I don't know if he was at a festival. I don't know where he was. But I seen the video. And he performs White Iverson. But while performing White Iverson, he pulls Allen Iverson on the stage with him. Now, when you just say it, we know what White Iverson meant. He was White Iverson, Allen Iverson. So, bring him on the stage when he performing. It just seemed weird now. Like, if he would have did it then, I would have been like, oh, look, he got Iverson on stage with him. Doing it now when he's, like, removed from the culture even more. The last 2 albums have been all country. And he's just like, it felt like a here's my black friend situation. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a, hey, they saying I'm not part of the culture anymore. Or I left the culture or I abandoned it. So let me perform the song that they love, but also here's my black friend. And it just looked weird. And I don't know, man. It felt funny to see him bring up Allen Iverson. I don't know why. It just was a little weird. Very interesting. What else? That was just crazy, man. I don't know. Now, also, 2 things. We don't usually get into like I guess personal relationship talk on this show. Like we usually try to focus on the shit that's like it's the music, and then of course some court cases. You got the Tory Lanez court case with Megan. You got the P. Diddy shit. That stuff cool. We usually don't talk about relationship stuff. But one relationship situation that got me wanting to talk, and I wish Dody was here, is Offset asking for spousal support. Now, I don't know the full situation. I don't know what's leading to what or what's making them ask for it. And I don't even got to get into it too deep, but I think a grown man, especially a nigga with, you got your own money. You have your own bread. I think a nigga asking for spousal support after you leave is crazy. Bitch move. It's weird. Like, because on one hand, we want to look at ourselves as men. We can handle our own. We can do this. And then you like, yeah, but you left me. I need some of your money. I don't even respect that if a nigga don't have shit. Like, nigga, you a man. Be a man. Go get some shit. Like, if I'm with Oprah, right? Me and Oprah break up. Me, and I'm just speaking for me, I feel weird saying, hey, but now you have to take care of me. That's just me. It might be stupid on my end because Oprah is Oprah. Now you gonna be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be taken care of, but it's just weird to see. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who makes more between them, but I know Offset not hurting. You know what I'm saying? You not, and then like, I don't know, to go into court and say, well, she got me used to go to court and say, yeah, my wife got me used to living a certain lifestyle. So me as a man, I know I'm making my 50, 30 million over here. I know my net worth, but I need some of her money. I don't know. It's shit weird to me. But that's just me. Tory Lanez video came out of him, his situation in jail. And then a bunch of other stuff of Megan Thee Stallion came out, you know, between them two. And no matter what went on that night, that man getting, like, I did see a couple people, which is partly why I got to get off. So I had to get off social media for a little while. After a while, the negativity just builds up and you just got to be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga post the other day, and it could have been a troll. It could have been just somebody saying something. But it's the responses that you get up under there that make you, somebody in this is telling the truth. But I seen a nigga post and he was like, I'm at my daughter's graduation. She graduating from high school. And the instrumental that they are playing while we waiting on this graduation is the Not Like Us instrumental. I had to walk out the graduation and I missed my daughter walk across the stage. I don't give a fuck about no beef. They could have been playing a nigga dissing me. I ain't missing my kid's graduation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that first post could have been kind of like, all right, it's just somebody saying, you know, just saying some shit to get some engagement. But then you get so many people up under there that's like, yeah, man, I was at the club last night, me and my wife, and they played Not Like Us. And I told her we had to go. She was mad, but you're not going to have me up in the club listening to Not Like Us. Fam, that song is 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long. Even if you love Drake that much, that your wife is there and you going to be like, baby, we got to go home. Go home? Just because Not Like Us is playing? Insanity. Insanity. That's the type of shit that just get to a certain place. And the reason I'm bringing that out, that just made me think about it because I was seeing people online talking about Tory Lanez deserved this and all that. I don't know how some people feel about the Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion. Like I said on last episode, I don't get and I don't like people saying free P. Diddy. You shouldn't be saying free anybody you don't know anyway. But if you're saying free P. Diddy, fuck you. You crazy. You insane. You got problems. But I understand. I might not agree, but I understand them saying free Tory Lanez. Because some of the videos and stuff that's coming out, it do look away. Whether he shot her or not, if he had good counsel, which I don't think he did, if he had good enough counsel, somebody could have at least caused plausible deniability, right? You could have threw a wrench in it where it's like, well, we don't know if you did or didn't, but because there's a video of her, you know, and I know a lot of people was saying that like, nah, she stepped on glass or whatever, right? That's why none of this is new, but still, when it comes out, it do look away, right? But Megan Thee Stallion is on the ground saying, no, I didn't get shot. They like, why you limping? Oh, I stepped on glass. If you got good attorneys, oh, so why did you say this? And I know she was saying that she was trying to protect them, which, hey, protect the black man, protect the black woman, I understand. But good attorneys, we could have flipped these stories where it's like, well, he probably did it, but we don't got proof or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying about Tory Lanez. If you didn't do it, you know Kelsey did it. I could understand you saying that I didn't do it, but for you didn't step out and say she didn't do it either, nigga, there's only 2 people in the car. Somebody shot. Somebody had a gun. All right. And then you got the calls from witnesses and stuff. You know, it just look away, right? So I do understand people at least wanting to hear both sides a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only reason that I don't think his lawyers, and like I keep saying, his attorneys are terrible because they have yet to file this shit in an appeal. So did you do it? Is this real proof? Is this AI? Because if I'm Tory Lanez and y'all my attorneys and y'all seem to keep telling me y'all got proof of shit, file this motherfucker. Why am I still sitting here and y'all trying to win over court of public of opinion and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, let's do this the right way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they hoping enough talk go up and then Trump be like, yeah, we can pardon him, because there's a video of Trump saying he think about pardoning Diddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the pardon's going around, which don't mean what everybody think it means, but I think it's, one of those, what the people say, it's a conspiracy, but some distraction shit, pardon NBA YoungBoy, pardon Larry Hoover from his federal cases, but he still got to serve all that other stuff. But, we wiped out some of this. You know what I'm saying? The man is 70-something years old. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm sure the family and everybody, like, we want them to come home and see him beforehand, but, the pardons is not going to be the case. Anyway, y'all see Yachty's jail pose? I mean, like, I know we all, as in our culture, for some reason, when we start snapping pictures, our first thing is to dip down, like, throw up a peace sign. Yachty got a whole picture, like, in front of a wall and got on a sweatsuit and everything, making it look like he's really in jail. Like, he got the suit on and everything, like, flexing his muscles and shit like the niggas in jail. Like, oh, you want to be locked up. I don't know if that's, like, trying to prove you tough, or I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but it looked crazy. Another thing I did want to talk about, and again, we don't get into a lot of certain stuff, but I don't know if y'all have heard of the little girl. I think I don't know her age. I think she's like 5 or something, and her mama started her an OnlyFans page. And I don't know what's on the OnlyFans page. Really don't care, right? I care in the sense of, like, why do your mama got you on OnlyFans? You know what I'm saying? Like, and yes, OnlyFans is not only for the sexual in the situations that it's put out to be. It's also it started off just as a platform for only your fans to come and pay. It's kind of like a Patreon, but we all know what OnlyFans have became, right? So there's a little girl, her name is Shirley, Miss Shirley, I think. And then her mama got her on OnlyFans. That right there is crazy. But then I see that Miss Shirley and her mama is doing meet and greets. Okay? If your platform is OnlyFans, and not like Twitch or Kick where other kids are watching you, it's OnlyFans, we know what weirdos are watching Miss Shirley. So she's doing meet and greets, and there are grown men at the meet and greets. And then while being at the meet and greets, Miss Shirley is getting picked up by all these grown men that are hugging her like dad just came home from war. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Lock the mama up. Cause somebody did call DCS, DHS, DB, call somebody, SVU. Where's Olivia? Where's Olivia Benson? Because nothing about this sound normal. Nothing about this is good, especially for that little girl. And for the grown man that's paying to be at these meet and greets with no kids, so weird in itself. And then for you to be picking her up and holding her, smiling her, smelling her, lock everybody up that's been taking pictures with her, lock the mama up. Somebody gonna get this little girl, get her in a better home. Shit is crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm just ready for this month. I'm ready for this month. I'm ready for this Wayne album. I'm ready to see how it sounds. I'm not expecting the best. And I think as Wayne fans, I think we should all kind of lower our expectations a little bit, which I know my dude Dody, what did he say? He's doing songs with Corday. I know my dude Dody has lowered his standards. It's a new album, so I'm definitely gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see how it sounds, but I'm not expecting too much with that, right? I don't know if anybody listens to I came across somebody the other day while I'm listening to music, right? Because shout out to Clips. Clips got everybody hype. But I came across somebody called EBK J-Bo. And if y'all been listening to me and me and Dody, y'all know I like this, what my sons call it, the crash out music, right? EBK J-Bo is one of them. I'm putting them over here with Skrilla. I'm putting them over here with Baby Kia. I'm putting them over here with, what's my dude name from Detroit? Fat Man, Rio, all them. Like, EBK is one of them, right? I like his shit. I came across one of his songs called Stand Over Music. Stand Over. If you put that with the crash out, then you know what he talk about. It's his Stand Over Music. Man, I had that in the gym this morning, going crazy. Thought I could lift the world, which I didn't and couldn't. But I thought I could. But yeah, so if y'all looking for some new music, EBK, ASAP Rock dropped, not ASAP Rocky, ASAP Rock dropped a new album, and it's cool. I think also, speaking of albums dropping, if y'all remember when I was talking about Mass Appeal has a list of people, I think it's like 7 albums dropping this year from Mass Appeal. I think in June, one of their first albums dropped, and I think it's from Slick Rick. So I guess OGs, me and Dody not to that age, but I am at that point where, I'm kind of getting older. So I'm definitely looking forward to some of these albums. So Slick Rick will be one of the first albums from Mass Appeal to drop this year. I think they got 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't remember Slick Rick name being on there. It did say a special return. So I wonder if, I can't remember how that billboard looked, but I think that he might be the special guest, which would be weird to start off first with him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he one of the special guests, that's somebody that you should I would think lead with, or I mean not lead with, but kind of like either throw in the middle or have him at the end of the whole rollout or whatever, right? Before I get out of here, everybody loves lists. Everybody loves making a list. And this is a list from Complex. And I'm not going to really dig deep into it because I don't know the criteria that they were going off of. But I'm going to just read you the top 5. 5 being Tyler, the Creator. 4 being Dr. Dre. 3 being Ice Cube. 2 being Snoop Dogg. Number 1 being Kendrick Lamar. The only reason I want to talk about this list, no matter what you think about them, the Game should be in their top 5. If not 5, definitely top 10 of best LA rappers. He got the hits. He can rap. He got longevity. He still get people talking about him. Why is Eazy-E above the Game? Be Real, Ice-T. Like, we love Quick, Tyler, like, I just wanted to point that out. They don't even have Game in the top 10. They got Game at like 11. Or was it 12? They got Game at number 11, which is crazy to me. I don't really, like, when we be talking about lists, I know what the lists do, and it's it's to draw conversation, and I understand that. That's part of, especially if you're a music journalist, you want to start the conversations no matter what it is. But having him at number 11 is crazy, and then having Blueface at 50 is wow. I don't care if it's only 50 rappers in LA. You ain't on there. I'm going to end it at 49. I'm going to end it at 49. Anyway, man. Yeah, man, that's all I got, man, this week. This week is more or less of like releases. Like new albums. Like let's get ready for, because it seemed like we about to get a shake up this year, because even if it's not in June, you got Clips. You got Drake supposedly this summer. You got Cole, JID. Like you got Wayne, you got Thug, you got Baby, you got Future. You got a lot shaking. So we about to get shook. We about to get shaken up. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all listening to another episode of Late to the Party with Dody and Reggie. I am Reggie. Shout out to Dody. And we'll be back next week with episode 50. I wonder if we should. And if y'all been looking for the videos for the past 2 episodes, that's my doing. Technical difficulties, right? Technical difficulties. So that's on me. But next week we will be back, video and all. And we might get 5. We might get some balloons in here, man. Celebrate our 50th episode. But yeah, that's cool. We out, man. We out.
Baby, when we want something, we gonna get it. Not just talking, we gon' be by something. Just admit it, that's the way that we ride.